Hello, everybody. Welcome back to those who catch World Cup 2024. We got some exciting action to end out the weekend. It's Canada versus Poland in the losers bracket, seed 4 versus seed number 2. I'm Snow Leopard, joined here by Real Mas. How you doing?
Hello, everyone. Excited for this one. With this one, we will finish this week of finals. We'll decide the top 3 for this year. Who will be joining in the loser bracket finals? Argentina that we just saw lose to the US. The US obviously also confirmed top 3 now. And one of these two teams is going to make top 3 for the first time in a long time. So a lot is at stake here and it's going to be exciting.
Absolutely, yeah. Lots of new teams making that podium appearance this year. But Canada and Poland, they got to fight it out because only one of them can get that top 3 slot.
Yeah.
We're getting the match ready to go.
And for those unaware, Canada has never made top 3 in CWC. Their best placement was like 4th, like 10 years ago or so. And Poland hasn't really made top 3 either in CWC, so this is going to be a very exciting one. This is going to be a first regardless of what happens for the top 3 in CWC.
Absolutely, yeah. Canada always been a fairly strong team, but just not quite enough to make it to the very end. But this year, coming in at seed 4, trying to make it to that podium. Poland coming at seed number 2. I think that's the highest seed they've had in a long time, if not ever.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Both teams really strong this year.
Yeah,
and we're jumping into the bands.
They both won their first match of the week yesterday. Poland's match was pretty crazy against Chile, if you haven't seen, winning on tiebreaker 7-6. Canada was a bit more one-sided towards Canada, 7-1 against Finland. Regardless, this one is sure to be a good one. We see the bans already. DT4 ban for Canada and DT2 ban for Poland. Actually, 2 DT bans coming in.
Yeah, looks like actually might have been a misclick. DT1 for the Poland ban, but still, yeah, 2 double times being banned out. So, not a lot of double time enjoyers on these two teams.
No, for sure.
Actually surprising.
I mean, for Poland,
Canada,
it's not surprising. But yeah, Canada likes it, but I think the main reason behind the DT4 ban is that both teams played this map yesterday, and Poland's score was way better than Canada's. So I'm thinking they just don't want... They know for sure they have very little chance to win this big, and so that's why the ban is coming in.
Yeah, that's definitely smart. That's the other, I guess, kind of disadvantage of being a loser's bracket is you get your opponents will get to see how you did on the previous match for these later matches. So,
but hey,
it works both ways.
Yeah, it works both ways. They both see. Though it is fair to say that Canada might have a small strategic advantage since they only played 8 maps yesterday. Poland played like 13 maps yesterday. So more info for Canada than for Poland, but still, both have a good idea of what the other team is good at.
Yeah, so gonna get into the first pick of the match from Poland, and it's gonna be mixed mod 2.
Yeah, I would say as expected from Poland. I believe it was also their first pick yesterday, or at least it was one of their first picks. It's obviously the low AR mixed mod, and if you know Poland and you know the Polish players, they do love their low AR on this 8.3 kind of anti-mod mixed mod, with obviously Fob, Trigon, very good low AR players, and we should see Matsin play HR to fill in. So it's a very strong low AR roster, especially on this mixed mod.
Yeah, Fob gonna be taking that low AR hidden, and then the Hard Rock player also gonna have a tough time with that base CS 4.8.
Yeah,
that is gonna be rough with Hard Rock.
Yeah, for sure. No, it's a pretty difficult map on HR. It is. Usually, I'd say I mean, to be fair, I think this map is harder on HD than HR. But given the HD players we have in the lobby, especially Fob, not expecting a low score from Fob on this. Yesterday has shown that he can play this very well. But that's what you would expect from one of the best low AR HD players in the world. But on the other side, we should be seeing, if it's the same as yesterday, Red should be playing Nomad, Fuhi HR, and Katragi HD, but looks like Unlucky is in, so maybe a roster switch.
Yeah, still figuring out those final rosters, but Poland seem like they're good to go. Need that third player from Canada. Looks like it might be Fui.
Yeah, Fuhi HR should be like the mainstay for Canada on this, but they can kind of change their Nomad and HD players, I would say. On the other side, should be as expected. Though, yesterday we saw Matsin play HR and did quite well, but looks like this time it's gonna be Philo. Maybe some practice has been done since yesterday. But we should be seeing Fob, HG, and Trigon Nomad if everything is according to plan.
Yeah, looks like these rosters will be locked in, so... Based on that swap, I'm wondering if Fui probably hidden, if they're trying to match up slot-wise with Fob.
Would be surprising. No, yeah, this is gonna be Fuhi HR.
Yeah. Yeah, Katsuragi
So, yeah.
hidden does make more sense.
Yeah, same as yesterday. Only change is Unlucky playing Nomad. So still, map that has been played yesterday, but different rosters. Interestingly enough. But on paper, obviously, you're looking at the HD players and Fob probably gonna have a better time than Katsuragi on this one. And that should be a pretty big difference in favor of Poland.
I'm actually gonna find a pretty early miss though. Was tricked by unlucky.
Yeah, surprisingly, but still in favor of Poland so far, especially with that miss from Fui, not much to buy Philo, and Poland will be building a small lead that's growing and growing as the misses pile on for Canada.
Yeah, Katsuragi's still holding that full combo protection him. Did he have an early miss? I think he had a really early miss.
I'm not sure.
Oh, he missed now.
On the doubles, we do see misses. Yeah, these doubles are super difficult. But actually, yeah, most people finding a lot of misses in this section as expected though. But Fob still holding strong despite that early miss. Unlucky on the Nomad 2 holding. Match not by far by Dragon though.
Yeah, Fob probably gonna fall, but plenty of misses coming out all around. Unlucky W, only one with combo. But that's enough to start clawing that score gap back.
Yeah, but the misses keep coming and coming for Canada, not really lowering them. But it's also kind of the same for Poland. And with Fuhi holding strong and Unlucky, they definitely have the combo advantage now and might take the lead in this pick.
Yeah, there we are. It's flipping over. Still a third of the map left to go. A miss from Katsuragi will flip it back, but it's anyone's game now.
Yeah, Katsuragi really needs to find some combo, but it's so difficult on HD. Though Fob will find a miss, it's traded. But it's just that HD difference, but what can you do against one of the best HD players in the world? But Fob finds misses, but it's also traded by Fuhi. It doesn't look like Canada can really get the lead back.
Yeah, getting into final seconds now. Poland bringing that score lead further. Back up to a comfortable spot. Fob will miss. There's no combo for Canada.
No, there isn't really. And that's so many misses from Canada, and that pretty much, yeah, kills their chances of getting back in this. But yeah, this was, on paper, definitely a Polish pick, and worked out. That is to be expected. That is probably the most Poland-coded map in the pool, so good job for them. Very nice scores.
Yeah, a pretty decisive win at the end, 135,000 score advantage though. Towards the middle, it got a little dicey, a bit of a messy opening for Poland, but they got their points. That's all that matters in the end.
Nah, for sure. But that's the theme that's gonna be around this match for Poland, going into these low AR weird picks that Poland is known to be extremely good at. Meanwhile, for Canada, it's up to them to pick, and Canada probably has the upper end on the, I would say, the very mechanical picks. I would say really good pick for them would have been DT1, stuff that Poland can't really have a 3-man roster on. And yeah, as usual, it's kind of always the same with Poland, right? The dynamic when you're playing against them is really trying to get Fob or Trigon out of the lobby on stuff that they can't play well, so DT1 would have been that, but it was banned. But
yeah,
stuff that they're not really specialized at, yes.
Yeah, still plenty of maps left on the board. I think Hard Rock could be decent for Canada. Double Time 2, you would imagine, would be decent for Canada as well. And then hard to say on the nomad pool. It'd be a fairly even fight.
Yeah, I would say HR2 is a good-looking pick for Canada, actually. I believe they got a better score than Poland yesterday on this. Also stuff like DT3, you know, the high RDT, stuff that Poland is not that comfortable at. HR1 also a good option, although I feel like HR1 is a bit more coin flippy of a pick, because it is one of the tamer maps in the pool. It's one of the easier ones, it's very much a consistency pick, and it's like the type of HR that all Polish players should be able to play well.
Yeah, coming in at 4 minutes long, so definitely gonna be a bit of a long one. Difficulty is getting up there as we are far along into the pool, but like you said, this one is more of a consistency battle, so could be a bit of a coin flip. Might be trying to get it out of the way a bit earlier on, so that they have some more consistent picks to close out the match with, but we'll have to see what they're thinking.
I mean, to be fair, I think it's an interesting pick from Canada. Looking at the matches yesterday, once again, just the data that we can base our analysis on, it was a map that Poland played, but Canada did not play. So the performance from Canada is still unknown. Poland did lose that map to Chile, and had maybe a bit lower scores that you would expect, or definitely scores that were beatable. And I think that Canada saw these scores and was like, hey, on practice we do better than them. This seems like a good pick, let's go for it.
Yeah, actually that's a good strategy too, since they didn't play this map. Poland wouldn't know to have to try and like practice this more and be ready for it, so definitely a good pick for that.
No, for sure. And especially that's when the fact that Poland had to play a longer match with more maps and expose more of their scores comes into play. Small strategic advantage for Canada. But still, what matters at the end of the day is the performance on the match.
Yeah, that can go anywhere. There's a big difference between practice and actually playing on the stage.
For sure, for sure. You can have a total collapse compared to your practice, or just have a pop-up score way better than you do usually. You never know. That's the beauty of matches. But looks like the rosters are locked in. It's gonna be Trigon, Matsin, Bobber actually entering to play this. And against DX, Machina, Solaris, and Unlucky. So quite different roster from the previous pick, but obviously to be expected.
Yeah, complete roster swap up. I think Trigon only ones, and Unlucky only 2 still in from the previous map.
Yeah. And compared to the time Poland played this previous match, Bobber did not play this. It was actually Fob instead. So maybe confident that Bobber can do better than Fob. Maybe rather save Fob to play something else and stay warm for another mod bracket. Not sure what Poland is cooking, but I know they've got their stuff figured out.
Yeah, Bob probably warming up on some hidden maps or something.
But as it is, it's gonna be good. So far in the intro, we shouldn't be seeing that many misses on this pick. It's pretty straightforward, but it's still 4 long minutes of streams.
Solaris gonna be that first miss. DX Machina going to follow that up.
That's already 2 for Canada. It's followed by Matsin a bit later. Actually, Matsin and Bobber, which will keep things even and actually give the combo advantage to Canada now.
Yeah, combo's going to quickly come back up, but Canada holding that small advantage. See about half a miss worth of advantage, perhaps.
Yeah, that's really nothing, because everyone recovered after the miss, but Unlucky finding a break. Here will give the score advantage to Poland by just 1 miss and another break. Traded by Matsin though, but Unlucky keeps finding misses here. Though traded by Bobber, we have lots of trades right now.
Yeah, and it's only Unlucky dropping for Canada, so that will favor them.
No, that is true. We have the Machina and Solaris really holding.
Yeah, score gap a bit bigger now. It's definitely over 1 miss. Unlucky going to use one of those up right now.
Yeah, it's definitely not a comfortable lead. Either team could still take this. We're like 1/3 of the map through. Matsin keeps finding small misses here and there. A bit of trouble on the consistency on the other side though. Trigon holding super well, and it's a double miss from Team Canada.
Double miss now from Poland. The score just keeps going back and forth, but favoring Canada halfway through the map. 2 minutes left to go.
Yeah, still, I mean, anything can happen at this point, really. Everyone recovering on these streams, hopefully no misses. Still Trigon, assessing them up still.
Yeah, Solaris, just that early miss, still popping off as well.
It's starting to get kinda stressful for these teams. 2/3 of the way through, 40k lead. It's like 2 misses pretty much. We had lots of trades, but so far none. Everyone recovering. Bobber finding one more, widening the score lead for Canada.
Yeah, a bit of a more calmer section. Unfortunate miss for Bobber there. Will get back up the combo. And Unlucky gonna miss right as Bobber hits 200.
Yeah, but still, that's not enough for Poland to take this back. Especially Bobber finding another break, and Madsen! Dragon is doing so much work, but that's still not enough to get the score lead back.
Yeah, it's looking like a fully capitalized miss is about 10,000-15,000 score right now, so Poland has a long way to go if they want to claw this back.
Yeah, and you're not expecting many misses when you see... Actually, the X-Machina dropping the huge 1,000 combo, but traded by Bobber. We're getting to the end of the map. Solaris doesn't look like they're breaking. Unlucky also recovering. Dragon still assessing, but that's not enough. 60k lead for Canada. Looks like they will get away with this one.
Yeah, not much map left. We're into the outro section. Solaris finally missing again. That's really unfortunate.
But that shouldn't be enough for Poland to get this back. The lead was too comfortable for Canada on their successful H1 first pick.
Yeah, beautiful SS from Trigon, but
yep.
Fortunately Canada just more consistent overall. Madsen and Bobber struggling a bit on that one.
Yeah, no, but to be fair, Poland improved their team score by like almost 100k compared to the last run, but Canada was just better on this. Trigon's SS is insane. This pool, this semi-finals pool is so difficult, but still seeing FCs is just insane.
Yeah, Trigon doing huge things, but not gonna be enough. Gonna be 1-1, no break points yet. I think that's all right. I think Poland can still be happy about that. Like you said, they had a very notable improvement from their performance on that yesterday, so
yeah,
still a win for them.
For sure. But like, that's Canada's first pick, it's fine. The other Polish picks should absolutely be stuff like... I mean, it's kind of weird, like, you would say that the very advantaged picks for Poland would be the stuff like HD2, you know, the low AR HD, obviously, because it's Poland, but Poland has kind of been having an issue with their third on this type of pick, right? And if Canada has a more complete roster of 3 people who can play low AR HD, it could kind of backfire.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to hold off on Hidden 2 for now. Going for Hidden 3 instead.
Yeah, no, I mean, HD3, very, very, very Poland-coded map. They do love their awkward, weird gimmicky HD. This pick screams Poland, honestly.
The funniest part about it is that it's a Canadian mapper.
Yes, that is true. That is true.
The Poland-coded Canada map.
That is very true. As for this one, Poland did play it and pick it yesterday against Chile and won because of insane scores from both Fob and Trigon, as you would expect. Still Philo doing good on the third last time. Canada still, we're not sure what the roster should be on this, as we haven't seen them play this yet.
Yeah, we got Philo and Fob in for Poland right now. Imagine Trigon will also be back in.
Yeah, absolutely Trigon will be in for this. But let's see. I'm not quite sure about the HD roster.
Yeah, I was gonna say for Canada, I could see DX being in with Katsura. Yeah, there's Red. I was unsure about Unlucky. So Unlucky's still in the lobby right now.
Yeah, no, Red makes sense. Has been a very reliable HD player for Canada this year. A rookie in the roster, but been doing a lot of work. Katsuragi, you would expect on the HD pick, and looks like it will be Unlucky.
Yeah.
But on paper, yeah, you look at Poland's roster on this, and you know that Fob and Trigon are gonna do just amazing on this map. Very, very challenging HD pick, very awkward tech patterns, but also very mechanically demanding. Something that Poland really loves.
Yeah, and it's 3 minutes, 43 seconds long, so Canada probably not going to get any just like luck out of this. A bit too long for that, and they need that consistency.
Yeah, for sure. It being very long will average that every time Poland should be able to take this. See a couple early misses, but we're going to see many misses on this. From Red and Katsuragi, followed by Philo. But so far, so good for Unlucky Fob and Trigon. Philo finding another miss though, as Katsuragi and Red recover, will be giving actually the score lead to Canada for now. Oh! That's a double break though from Canada. Red and Katsuragi. Insane score swing for Poland right away, 40k. Trigon though dropping, but with the misses from Red and Katsuragi, because of everyone else holding kind of on the Polish side, we see misses, but Bob still strong. Canada not able to get the score back.
Yeah, Philo been struggling a little bit, but there we go. Unlucky. W gonna be down. No combo for Canada right now. Red is close.
It's traded by Fob though. Ooh. But
unexpected miss.
Yeah, but to be fair, it's still not a combo advantage to Canada. Now it is with that miss from Philo. But Katsuragi trades it, and they really just can't seem to get that combo advantage going for more than like a second in order to get the score back.
Yeah, Trigon found a miss, gave him the advantage, but then Red following it up.
Yeah, and again, Red unlucky on this section, very difficult. But Trigon, Fob, and Philo all three holding. This is prime Polish map by the Canadian mapper.
Yeah, well over 100,000 score advantage now, breaking 150k going into the final minute. Philo will drop, but that's a whole team down for Canada.
Yeah, and you can really tell in these sections are very difficult with HD that Poland just does a bit better every time than Canada on average, and now we have a 200k score lead for Poland simply.
Yeah, not much hope for Canada here.
But so far everything going according to plan. This is a pick that Poland should take, and well, they will take it very convincingly. More than 200k score lead. But Canada shouldn't be too upset about this. They know that this is 100% a Polish pick.
Yeah. Hard to go up against Poland on a map like this. I mean, you can just look at Fob and Trigon. Single-digit misses in a nearly 4-minute map of that difficulty. How much you can do.
No, that's for sure. And that's going to be also the interesting dynamic, I think, in this match, is that Poland has really, really clear picks that they can go for, like these ones, and they know for a fact that they're going to win these picks. But Canada, on the other hand, it's a bit more difficult for them to pick. Their strengths are not as defined as Poland, or at least they're not as good to pick into as the Polish ones, because everything that Canada can play really well, Poland usually can put a fight on, barring a couple of picks. But that's why I think it's really harder for Canada to pick in this, and it gives more of a chance to break point for Poland than Canada.
Yeah, we'll see where they want to take us now. They started us out with that Hard Rock 1. It was a little messy, but worked out in the end. There is more Hard Rock available, or we could see the Nomad pool. Has not been touched yet. every other mod has been picked or at least banned.
Yeah, no for Poland. I mean, if we follow the same as their last match, they did the same 2 picks and then they went on to pick HD1. So is that something that we're gonna see again? Actually, oh yeah, never mind. It's the Canadian pick. Yes. No, it is gonna be HR2. HR2 is a pick that I expected Canada to get because they did get a better score than Poland on one of the rare maps they did. It's gonna be the HR Precision at the very high CS.
Yeah, that makes sense as a response to that previous map. Gotta pick something that's pretty guaranteed win for you as well. I'm gonna keep things tied up, bring it 2-2. Because if Poland gets a break point here, that'd be huge for them. Being up 3-1 and their pick.
Yeah, but honestly, it's something that might happen in my opinion. This map is, yeah, they did better than Poland, but you know, with the nature of high CS and stuff, it's something that's kind of volatile that could kind of go either way, I still think.
Yeah, that is true. CS 5.2, nothing to take lightly. 2 minutes 18 seconds as well, so it's easy for a small mistake to just snowball out of control.
Yeah, no, for sure. Absolutely. We should be seeing Trigon as the last Polish player. Yeah, I'm not surprised. For Canada, though, we have unlucky Solaris and probably the IX Machina should be playing this. Maybe you can see Fuhi on this.
Bobber stepping out. Bob gonna be coming in. Poland just praying for some good luck on this one.
Yeah, no, that's kind of the thing, right? We've said with high CS, it's very hard by nature to be very consistent at this very high CS. Because the higher it gets, the more human RNG there is, really, in your movements. And on these maps, you start missing once, you lose the flow, and it's really easy to just start chain missing and get a way worse score than what you're capable of. Hopefully it doesn't happen to anyone here. But we'll be seeing the IX Machina entering as the 3rd Canadian player.
All right, jumping into it now. 2 minutes, 18 seconds on the clock, and no, just stream bug. Bob did not miss that first note.
No, but it is a short one, as you said, and any miss will matter a lot. Really. Yeah, Solaris did though, but it is a very early miss. This one won't matter much. Trigon will be his first Polish miss though.
Yeah, finding another one as well. Everyone else holding strong. Our lead's gonna start creeping up towards Canada.
Yeah, and that lead is pretty big, but that's because it's a pretty short map, and just you see just a couple misses here and there, not even like 2 misses, can really give so much score away on this, especially if you hold like Canada is doing. But the IX Machina the first one to break on the Canadian side.
Pillow gonna break again as well.
Yeah, but it's looking so good for Canada. Solaris and unlucky. I mean, Solaris had a very early break, but still holding 600 combo pretty much on this is very good. Unlucky will find a break though, reaching that 600. But Fob has found one just right before, and recovering combo on this takes some time, and 95k score lead for Canada, especially with that miss from Philo. It's traded though, is hard to recover.
Oh, missing again. Still combo advantage for Poland. Trigon's down. Player's not carrying for Canada.
Absolutely. Last time was also the one. We'll be finding a break though. Still lowering lower than 70k. It's now nearing 60k. We're entering the last part of the map. Poland doesn't really have big combos though, especially with miss from Target. It's a double miss though from Canada, but we're nearing the very end of the map. And less than 50k, honestly. Oh, wow, Trigon missing though.
I think that's gonna be it. One had a shot there, maybe. It's a really small chance, but yeah, that's gonna be Canada taking the point. Securing a nice 2-2.
Yep, that will be it. Very nice scores from all Canadian players, honestly. And has to be said, I didn't even notice during the round, but Fob 1 miss is kind of crazy, especially when it's not really something that Fob is known to be good at. On the previous run, Fob had 17 misses if you want a comparison. So insane run from Fob, but unfortunately the Canadians were just too strong on this one. Triple 900k is really, really solid.
Yeah. Bit unfortunate for Poland, but you know, we expected that pick to go Canada's way most likely, so not a huge surprise there. Still no breakpoints, still anyone's game.
Yeah, for
Poland
sure.
could take us somewhere now. Like you said earlier, could see one of the hidden picks into.
Yeah, hidden 1 if they do the same as they did against Chile. HD2 I'm a bit more unsure about. Obviously they're good at, but I'm really not sure about the third Polish player. Usually on low AR HD picks, for Poland you obviously have Trigon and Fob, right? But then the third player has to kind of tank as much as they can, because they don't have a third low AR HD player, and it's kind of rough when the other team can kind of align 3 solid players on the pick.
There you go, hidden 1 just as you thought so, following the same script from yesterday.
Yeah, no, for sure. It has worked against Chile. The pick strategy will be the exact same against Canada. That's interesting, despite the teams being quite different. But still, it's mostly because Poland is very much playing into their strengths.
Yeah. Be interesting if they do the exact same pick order. Canada could be looking at that and having their players that are not in the current map like practicing for it. That could be a bit of a danger for Poland, but like you said, their pick order is that for a reason. It's stuff that they have a strong advantage on, so might not matter in the end.
For sure. We see the 3 for Poland. Obviously the 2 big HD guys. Fob Trigon once again. Below, yesterday had a really good run on the map too, to be fair. Has been shaping up to be a very, very solid third for Poland on some HD picks. On the side though, we see Katsuragi unlucky in red.
Yeah, seems like that's going to be the hidden roster for Canada right now.
Yeah, it was the same on HD3, so we'll see. And this map, HD1, very long, it's 4 minutes, a bit more than 4 minutes, of very intense swing rhythms. And if you've seen like quarterfinals, it's kind of the same type of HD1, with like these swing rhythms that have very tight spacings, really. And with HD, it's really not easy, especially on 9.2. Makes it very difficult to be consistent at, and with the 4 minutes that this is, you need to be consistent, especially when during the K section the map becomes pretty mechanically demanding and starts to kind of hit on the stamina too.
Yeah, let's see how that plays out. Katsuragi with some early miss. Unlucky as well, actually. And Trigon. A lot of early misses on that.
Funnily enough. Philo will follow. But as we said, 4 long minutes. This map, when you play it, seems like it never ends. There is still a lot of room for a lot to happen.
Yeah, very small advantage to Canada due to that Philo miss being a bit later on. But Philo back up to 200 combo, so everyone's fully recovered.
Yep. But the beginning of the map is kind of the easiest part. When we'll get to the Kai, the map becomes really difficult mechanically. And we might start seeing more misses.
Yeah, Unlucky found one earlier, Katsuragi, and Unlucky again now.
Yeah,
and Red, that's the whole team down.
That's the K section, that's where the map starts being really, really difficult. And we see the triple miss from Canada, obviously. And no one on the Polish side falls, though.
It's huge for Poland immediately. Almost up to 100,000 advantage. They will reach it.
And yeah, that's where the difference happens. You see the non-K sections, the build-ups and everything. Canada was holding and matching Poland, but on the K section, Poland just shows that they're a bit stronger at HG and holds and gets the difference. But here we see a miss from Fob, though will not matter all that much in the grand scheme of things, as he will just recover to 200 without losing too much score, especially if it's traded by Unlucky.
Yeah, Poland have a ton of room for those small mistakes, as long as they can continue to do well in those sky sections. Philo will find a miss, but created by a double miss from Canada.
Yeah, especially if Canada can't hold in these sections, and they play the KIs worse, they really don't have a shot at getting back in this. Philo will finding a couple of misses here and there, giving a small combo advantage to Canada, but they will need much more than that.
Yeah, traded misses from Katsuragi and Philo. We're past the halfway mark, 2 minutes left. Poland's still looking very strong.
Yeah, this one KI going a bit better for Canada, even though, as I say, that Red finds a miss, Katsuragi too. Traded by Philo, but not by the core 2 of Poland on HG. Fob and Trigon still holding very, very strong.
Yeah, not as much of a score lead explosion, but actually that's the whole team's down for Canada.
Yeah.
That did bring it up to about 160,000. That'll grow a little more until Canada gets back up to 2-1 combo.
That's the thing, right? When you have Fob and Trigon putting up these performances on every HD peaks, why not just go for them?
Yeah, you can't argue with the pick so far from Poland. Looking like they could hit another 200k. Trigon gonna miss.
Yeah. But 200k will not be reached, but still more than 150 on such a long map is a huge advantage. Red dropping to Unlucky dropping. Fob still holding strong.
200k. They could hit it. They do. They will. They will. They can hold this. Question
someone. Yeah. They will. It looks like. And that's a triple break to finish off from Canada. But what can you do? What can you do against this performance? Look at these scores from the Polish side. Look at these scores on the bottom row of the Polish side. What can you do against that?
There's nothing. There's nothing you can do.
No, there's nothing. There is genuinely nothing you can do against that.
The only thing you can do is like maybe be Team USA. It also has strong hidden players. Give them a run for their money, but fortunately not going to be the case for this match. That will be 2-3. Poland with the lead, but no breakpoints yet. So as long as Canada win their next pick, they're not actually really in the lead yet.
Yep, for sure. So far, every pick was very confident from Poland. Worked great.
Yeah, I think things are going to start getting interesting in the next couple picks as we run out of really strong maps and we start getting into the more questionable ones.
For sure, for sure. For now, we've seen the both teams. Poland just picked their strength that they know almost no one can compete against them on. And Canada picking maps that they've seen Poland scores on and just they know they can do better. So pretty safe picks so far. But as the match goes on, these safe picks are gonna run out for both teams, honestly.
Going back to mixed mod now, but Canada being the one picking it. Mixed mod 1, Copy Fox.
This one is interesting because Copy Fox hasn't been played by either of these teams So we will get to see the map being played for the first time between these two teams.
Interesting. This one, so this is a supposed to original song, but it was for Taiko World Cup this year. So
we've played a couple of them that were originals from other World Cups, from featured artists, obviously.
Yeah, definitely good to get some extra use out of them because a lot of these songs are just absolute bangers.
Yeah, for sure. When you have such a good songs, why not use them for several World Cups, pretty much? Though on this one is gonna be actually interested to see the rosters on this. If I'm expecting to see finally Fuhi come in to play this. If Fuhi doesn't come in for this, I would be very surprised. For Canada. For Poland, expecting Trigon Fob. I'm not sure about the third.
Yeah, Trigon sitting in one of Canada's slots right now. Okay, looks like they're just figuring out where Bobber's going. Bobber going up top.
Yes, what I'm guessing would be Trigon HR, Fob HD, and Bobber Nomad probably. Would make the most sense.
Bobber Nomad.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, you don't really want HR and anyone else than Trigon on this type of map. Very mechanically demanding. Mix mod 1 pick.
Hey, Fuhi is coming in. Your prediction's correct.
Yeah, no, if there's... we really need to see Fuhi on this. Like, you see the very high star rating is just a good indication already that Fuhi should be in the roster for this. We'll be taking on DHR because we're starting to get onto some mixed mod picks that require a very high skill ceiling, and Fuhi is probably the highest skill cap player in the Canadian side, so obviously we'll be coming in to play this. We see Solaris HD and Unlucky Nomad, and for the other side, all as expected.
Goose misses early on. Typical jumps right out of the gate. Fuhi gonna find a drop.
Yeah, it's 3 minutes 30 though. Plenty more to go. But if Poland can get a break point on something, it might just be this one. We see a break from Solace traded by Bobber though. Still score advantage now for Poland.
Bob and Bobber struggling a little bit on this one. Was traded by Solaris. Now
And
Fuhi.
Yeah.
Had the lead there, but that final miss was enough to flip it. Bobber might flip it back though.
Oh yeah, Bobber found lots of misses here. Funnily enough, it's the HR player, the only one holding for Poland, but will drop 2 and now it's just Bob above 200. Though it's the same for Canada, it's only unlucky on the Nomad.
Snap super difficult. Bob finds another drop. Gonna be traded.
It's a triple miss from Poland though.
Oh wow, yeah. I missed the Trigon one.
Yeah. So pretty much a 1v3 and now Solaris Fuhi will be getting more score than their counterparts, especially with Bob finding another break. Trigon again, and it's looking good for Canada now.
Yeah, just like that, Canada have a pretty solid lead. Right about 70,000. Bobber finds another miss. And Trigon, that's going to increase it more. Canada holding strong.
Yeah, uncharacteristic misses from the mod players on the Polish side. Everyone kind of struggling, to be honest, on their side. I think no one is doing better than their counterparts on the Canadian side. Yeah. Other than maybe Fob and DHD, but barely.
Yeah, Fob and Solaris pretty close, just about tied in score.
I found it maze, but recovering very, very nicely, honestly. Once again, unlucky. That's a triple break, actually, from Canada. That might be what Poland needed.
It's on a slow section, too, so as long as Poland doesn't have any unfortunate misses here, Bobber will find one. Won't be able to claw back as much score, but it's down to 50k. Trigon, no!
Trigon missing the top dashes here. Unlucky still keeps finding misses here. Held very well, but Fuhi, Pop, everyone finding misses actually pretty much. It's just Solaris holding against Bobber right now. Pop dropping.
Keeps going.
Yeah.
Only running out of time here.
Off. Unlucky and Solaris and Fuhi actually. Not enough map though. I believe there is still a bit of a section here. If Canada finds like 2-3 misses, that might be enough for Poland actually. Fuhi is one.
Poland clutch it. Oh, it's close.
They will miss from Canada, but Canada not conceding any miss here in this very last section. Unlucky and Solaris holding strong. Will be enough for them to win.
There was a world there. Poland was clutching up at the end. That was impressive, but Canada not gonna give it to them. We'll secure the 3-3.
For sure. And it's not an issue from Solaris. We have the score, obviously. Canada has all the scores. And it's, once again, 6 picks so far. Every pick has been successful for each team.
Yeah, no breakpoints yet. I think we're starting to get there, though. Those breakpoints are going to start coming as we run out of those comfort picks.
Surely the breakpoints are going to come. That wasn't really had a good shot at getting a breakpoint here, though. Unfortunately, wasn't it? Maybe next time. Maybe not, we'll see.
So, question is, what is Poland's next pick gonna be? Let's see what their was yesterday, their 4th pick.
It was mixed mod 3. Is the Polish plan still gonna be the same? Might be, honestly. They
could be.
Actually, I don't know. Canada seems very strong actually on the mixed mod as we've just seen.
Yeah, it could be risky.
Yeah, it's obviously very different from the mixed mod 2 that Poland won. Mixed mod 3 is more similar to mixed mod 1, obviously still different styles, but I think it's more risky for Poland.
Me too. I get the Crowley map.
Yep.
I love a good Crowley hidden.
Yeah, and this one is rough. This one is very rough. It's AR 7.8. Something that is very scary for a lot of players, but you know for who it's not scary? Fob and Trigon, who should be performing on this, because these guys, if there's anyone in this tournament who can play AR below 8 on HD, it's these guys.
Yeah, it's gonna be that question we talked about earlier. Who's the 3rd player for Poland gonna be, and can they hold enough against Canada?
I mean, yesterday it was Jakubon. Yeah, Jakubon actually held very well, honestly, on the HD on this one. But I don't know if it was just a really good performance from them or if it was what they can do every time. But yeah, it's a bit more finicky for Poland on the 3rd one. For Canada, though, we should be seeing the same. Actually, are we seeing what we would expect on HD as the previous picks? Is Fuhi gonna play HD2? No, okay.
Yeah, I thought for a second, like, there's no way Bobber's playing this. There we go, we got Trigon. I think Trigon was just fixing some issues or something. Might have restarted us.
Yeah.
But he's back in.
We see the same rosters that we've seen on HD, I mean, for Canada at least. Yakumando playing the HD tank for Poland. To Jakubon's merit, as I said yesterday, still a really good performance. You wouldn't call that tanking, honestly. You're just a solid 3rd. But can that be replicated against Canada? We will see.
Yeah, it's always exciting to see these teams as they evolve. They get new players. Like, if you told me last year Jakubon was going to be playing finals hidden, I'd be like, what? Why?
Yeah, no, it's rough for Poland.
But yeah, a lot of players stepping up, learning new mods. covering different bases. So
Deal. On paper, Fob and Trigon should be good enough to really carry this. You see a first miss from Yakubon.
yeah, seemed like a bit of an unlucky miss. Doing well on the rest of it now.
Actually, we see so many misses. Everyone but Fob and Unlucky holding.
Now it's just Fob.
Yeah, on these doubles on CS 7.8 are so tricky with HD. But doing relatively well actually for everyone. Canada keeping the lead even. Oh, Jakub and Dragon missing. If Dragon doesn't have an amazing carry performance, it might not be enough for Poland to win this big.
Yeah, that could be risky. Dragon's had a bit of a rough start. Short map too, only 2 minutes long.
Yeah, that's the thing when you rely on like a two-player carry performance, but missing. If these two players don't perform at their absolute best, the other team playing as three might be able to overpower you. And so far it's what's happening. Even though Red and Unlucky missed, with the misses from Fob and Jakub, once again, it's looking super good for Canada on DHD2 against Poland of all teams.
Super dangerous now.
That is crazy.
Time left.
No, I think they will take it because Jakub finds another break. It's ready by 2 from Canada, but unless Canada completely collapse here, they should win. Katsuragi, insane HD performance, will find a break. Red as well, but it's ready by Jakub. I think they have enough room to afford these misses so far, but any more might be dangerous.
Yeah, there's a little hope for Poland still. Katsuragi does miss.
Oh, that's starting to look scary, but then we're running out of map though. Any other miss? Unlucky is finding one, but it's ready by Jakub, and this will be the end.
There we go, first break point.
That is...
Canada winning hidden. I don't know.
What is this timeline? How is the first breakpoint Canada on HD2 against Poland?
Yeah, and if you look at the miscounts, Katsuragi popping off, but Dragon and Fob 2 and 5s, like they did pretty well. A bit unfortunate misses, and like you said, if they're not performing at their best, then not having that third player really hurts.
Yeah, to be fair, it was really rough for Jakubon, but yeah, it's kind of the issue. It's they don't have a third low AR HD player. These guys, Jakubon, Matsin, Philo, can come in, and Bobber can come in and play other stuff very confidently, but low AR HD isn't really something that they do. And when you play against a Canada that is kind of popping off with that score from Katsuragi, hey, you can't afford to not have a third.
Yeah, bit of a, I think probably just an unlucky run for Poland, but that's enough. Canada now in that lead. They're going to test the Hard Rock 3, speed things back up.
Yeah, no, third HR pick for Canada. Just exhausting the HR bracket, as you would expect. They've seen that HR sim is just working out for them. They're gonna keep picking into it. Just makes a lot of sense. We should be seeing Fuhi play this. If we don't see Fuhi play this, I will be very surprised. As the very mechanical speed HR that is this monster HR3.
Yeah, looks like we might have Bobber in for Poland. Everyone else out of the lobby right now. I'm taking a quick little breather. Trying to reset.
Yeah. It looks like it will be the same roster for Poland that they had when they played this map yesterday. Canada did not play it, though I am confident that these guys can play this very reliably. But we'll see. Especially, yeah, you're going from Air 7.8 slow HD to this very, very fast speed HR. Quite the change.
Honestly, the Poland roster might have just opted out to quickly get into a fast map and just warm their fingers up.
Possibly.
Yeah, jumping from 7.8 to 9.8, that's a huge jump.
Yeah, 10 with HR, obviously.
Oh, yeah. It's even worse.
Yeah, and 210 BPM wiggles and the speed patterns that come at you. Super intense map. It's only 2 minutes, but it is very, very intense for the whole 2 minutes. We see Unlucky, Solaris, and Fuhi on the Canadian side, and as we said, Bob, Trigon, Bobber for Poland. This one is looking good for Canada.
Yeah, what Poland could really use here is stealing a breakpoint back, but maybe early misses from Bobber and Solaris. I'm just going to stay tied up for now.
Yeah,
Slight advantage
Bobber
to Canada.
finding more and more misses actually. Traded by Fuhi though will kind of stop the bleeding for Poland as everyone recovers pretty quickly. As you can tell, this map is really fast. And you can recover combo very easily, but it's also very easy to break. Fuhi though finding a bit more misses than you would hope for if you're Canada.
Yeah, Poland gonna get that slight lead, but I can flip it in just a moment, so
For sure.
Poland need to hold.
And I
There's
think
that
that...
break from Bobber. That
Yeah, I
might be
think
the flip.
that is gonna be the flip, but what does that even mean in the scheme of this map? Because anything else is gonna flip it. As is this miss from Unlucky, honestly. Bobber finding a break again, trading it, but Dragon Fob still holding super strong. Solaris dropping though. Last I see for Canada is gone. Oh, it's gonna be a close one. It's gonna be a close one.
Yeah, Bobber needs to hold on here.
And Bob Trigon too, because if they hadn't held on so hard, it would have been over for them. But still, Bobber trading with Unlucky. Trigon and Fob, can they still hold? If they can hold, there is a chance that they can get back in this. They need Bobber to get some combo though.
Oh, miss for Canada. Bobber's holding.
Bobber is holding exactly what they needed, just holding a tiny bit here where the Canadian players will miss. Might be what they need to get the breakpoint back right after losing the H2, but double break from Poland! It's the very end of the map. Fuhi finding a break though will stabilize it for Poland. Again, double mace, it's in favor of Canada now. Solaris finding a break. Bobber, and I think that's gonna be it for Canada.
Oh no.
So unfortunate for Poland, they had taken it back, but they couldn't hold at the very end with a collapse from Fob and Trigon. Just a couple of misses more than you would hope for, and it's gonna be another successful pick for Canada.
Oh, man, that's so sad for Poland. I got on Fob. They did so well. 1400 combo each, plus or minus, and then but yeah, it just broke right at the very end.
That is so unfortunate. Amazing score from Fob, but wasn't enough for them. And now Poland is still looking to get a breakpoint, because if they don't get a breakpoint, Canada will just get on match point and win on the following picks.
Is Poland's pick now though, so what's definitely super important for Poland is they need to secure their picks, and then like you said, they're gonna have to get a breakpoint in one of the next two Canada picks.
Yeah. Whew. Hold strong, everyone. This is a nail biter for sure.
Question is, does Poland have two more picks that they can pretty much guarantee a win on? Because that's what they really need, and the maps are running out, and it'll get to a coin flip for that last breakpoint they need.
Yeah, no, that is a fair point, because DHD pool is exhausted, the lower mixed mod is not here anymore. Now Poland will have to start looking somewhere else.
Yeah, Bobber calling for the timeout for Poland. That makes a lot of sense. This next pick is really important. They cannot afford a breakpoint. Canada gets the match point and their pick, that is really bad news.
For sure. Absolutely. Honestly, at this point, I'm not really sure what Poland wants to go for. I think every pick left is just so scary for them. There is one more map that they did better than Canada on last time, but it was Nomad 3, and it was by like 20k better than Canada, so just literally just getting one miss more on your performance today and it's over. This doesn't say anything at all, it just tells you that both teams are matched on this pick. But having a pick that is kind of a conflict might even be the last best option that Poland has at this point.
Yeah, I'm wondering if the Mixed Mod 3 will come out at some point. I don't know if now's the right time. But it's sitting there.
It's true. But Mixed Mod 3 is also scary for me. I think they can probably... I mean, on Mixed Mod 3 you have, you know, HD, HR, and Nomad. I think they do better on HD than Canada. Probably. HR, I'm not sure. And Nomad also, I think Canada is better. So it's really just a matter of this... who's going to do better on which mod and by enough or not enough. It's really a tough call, especially when we haven't seen the teams play this.
Yeah, we'll have to see. I'm thinking for this Poland pick, they're either gonna roll the dice on Mixed Mod 3 or go for a Nomad. And it will be Mixed Mod 3.
Yeah, good call. It is not a comfortable pick to make though for Poland, and they know it. They took their time though to think about it. This is the best they could come up with. We'll see how it goes for them. I don't know, it's really depending on how the players play actually, because I said that Canada can probably do better on HR, but with how Trigon has been playing HR, I think Trigon can actually do better than Canada is. But you also have on the other side maybe Fuhi playing HR, who can also do amazing. It's so hard to call who's gonna do the best.
Yeah, that's also worth keeping in mind. Bob and Trigon have been in for, I think, every map, or at least almost every map, so yeah, there is a bit of stamina to think about there.
Yeah, I mean, they should be used to it at this point. It's been the case for pretty much the whole Polish run so far in this CWC. But yeah, no, it's for sure, especially in these very tense matches, it's very hard on them.
Yeah, also, they will be in. Not a surprise, Madsen coming back in.
Yeah. This is the also original of the pool. I mean, we have other also originals, but they were from previous World Cups. This one has been made for CWC finals by Aoi on this very tough Mixed Mod 3. Kind of uncomfortable to play on Nomad and HD because you look at 7.3 stars and AR 9.4, not really an AR you would expect on this type of difficulty. So it's a bit low and makes it very dense as a map to read. On HR it's pretty conventional, but this CS 4.4 makes it a bit more difficult to play. So overall it's not easy for anyone.
Yeah, hopping into it now. Gonna be Unlucky W, Fui, Katsuragi against Trigon, Bob, Madsen.
Yeah, as expected, it's maybe Fui versus Trigon. I'm not sure who can win this. Katsuragi against Fob. Katsuragi just has to try to match Fob, honestly. And Unlucky versus Madsen. So for the first break has been Katsuragi on the HT, followed by Fob though, but it's a slight advantage for Poland.
Another short one, 2 minutes long. Oh, huge miss from Trigon there.
Yeah, it is not matched by Fui. Actually it is, but a bit later. We'll give the score lead back to Poland. It's double break on each side actually. Just Fob holding now on the HD. Poland cannot afford to give this breakpoint to Canada, but Trigon and Madsen finding breaks. We're already halfway through the map. They can't afford to give up this point.
These wiggles are just brutal. Poland is feeling them, but Poland finally gonna drop.
And it's no one at 200 for Poland now. Against Katsuragi and Fuhi still holding. Unlucky find a break. Katsuragi finds a break. This might be enough for Poland to come back.
Oh, but Madsen drops before he was about to flip.
Katsuragi trades it though. Fob is holding a bit better. Wow, but Fuhi is also doing amazing on the HR.
About a quarter of the map left to go.
Yes, and at this point, any miss could flip the score. Fuhi is the one to find it, but it's traded by Madsen.
Double miss on both teams.
Yeah, DSG players, but Fuhi misses and Trigon still holding strong. Katsuragi finds a miss, but it's traded by Fob. Unlucky finds a miss, but not traded by Madsen. It is actually traded by Madsen, but the only one holding strong right now is Trigon, getting the score lead back for Poland once again. Trigon pulling the carry performance that Poland desperately needs on their own peak.
Will be enough.
Yes, it will be enough.
Yes, Trigon securing the bag for Poland. They're still in this race. 5-4.
Wow, as we said, this was not a comfortable pick. This was not.
Yeah, but and Poland, it's paying off. It was a bit of a gamble.
It worked. The timeout was effective. As I said, yeah, the HR actually were matched. Poland was better on the HD, but Canada better on Nomad. But just Poland, the HD difference was just a bit better and allowed them to win this, but it was really by almost nothing.
Yeah, Trigon even surprised himself that he was able to carry that ending, but I mean, he did what he had to do. He kept Poland in it.
Yeah, because if Trigon did not pull out that insane performance, Poland might just have lost the match right there. Because it was putting Canada on match point.
Yeah.
Wow, what a match so far. It's insane. All the best matches of this CWC have all been Poland. These guys deliver every time. Poland Argentina was the banger of the CWC. Then yesterday against Chile went to tiebreaker again. Now against Canada, it's a super close match. But the Polish team cannot catch a break.
They're always fighting the battle, but they've been winning, so...
Yes, I mean... This time though, they're down. They're down one. And I will take a time out to think about the next pick. Because we're getting towards the end of the match, whereas we've said no pick is safe anymore. It's just really about how you feel on the day, on your consistency, on just the feeling of how you can perform, because every map could be a coin flip.
Yeah, even though Canada's in the lead, it's still risky, because if they give away one breakpoint, it's very likely Poland can drag them to tiebreaker, and they really don't want that.
Yeah, you do not want to go to tiebreaker against Poland, because yesterday, like, Trigon missed the tiebreaker. I think insane performance, and they won against Chile very convincingly. Though it has to be said though that Canada themselves are a very, very good tiebreaker team. So
yeah,
we could also
Canada,
have a super close tiebreaker.
Yeah, Canada, known for their tiebreakers, also known for the double time 2, which has not been played yet. I'm wondering if it's going to come out. They seem a bit nervous to go for it.
I don't think Canada wants to give us a D2 moment. What I see for Canada, honestly, might be wrong, but I think DT3 is still looking good for Canada. I think they first picked it yesterday against Finland, mostly because Finland was also not good at this type of DT, but Poland also kind of struggles usually with the very fast DT, and I think it's something Canada could pick against them.
Yeah, we'll have to see. Got that extra timer added for the timeout, but it's gonna start running out fairly soon here.
Nomad 1 and Nomad 2 look also very scary, because on both teams you have players who can pull out insane performances. Actually, it's gonna be DT3, as I said. Makes sense to me. Makes sense to me,
Yeah.
as it is the very fast DT. It's almost 8 stars with DT. Very difficult, very short. It's 1 minute 20. But I think it is something that Poland kind of struggles to put 3 players on.
Yeah, so, and after this one, I mean, it's no one's at match point, so we're gonna see another pick for sure. And there is double time 2, and then the whole Nomad pool not been touched, so we might finally see some Nomad.
I mean, we will have to. I mean, there are still picks left.
It's possible we won't see the Nomad, but Poland has to lose this and then pick double time 2.
And
The only way we can avoid, and lose it. That's the only way we can avoid the Nomad pool entirely.
I'm curious to see who's gonna play this for Poland. Trigon probably, but again, like if there's one thing that Trigon is not known to be good at, because Trigon, as we've seen, Trigon plays everything for Poland. Amazing, well-rounded player, but maybe one thing that Trigon is not really confident on, I would say, is probably high RDT. It is AR9 though, it is not very high for players of this caliber, but still it's not something that Trigon usually plays that much. Same for Fob, usually. Don't really see on high RDT. So we'll see. And third for Poland, I would say, I don't know, can be Philo, yeah, can be Philo.
Yeah, makes sense. I don't know if I prefer to see Trigon Fob in to try to somehow get that breakpoint, or if it would be better for them to rest up for the next pick, but they're gonna be in either way.
Honestly, this map, with given how short it is, anything can happen, really. It's maybe why teams are a bit reluctant to pick it, because 1 minute 20, anything can happen, really. Especially when the map is kind of spiky in nature, also, at certain points. If you just sleep off the patterns and start to miss a lot, it's just over for you at this speed.
Very slight speed advantage to Poland, maybe. Not quite.
Yeah, you don't want to drop any combo here in this section before the bursts happen, which should be coming soon. It's actually a trade between Philo and Fuhi. Everyone is holding. Already almost 1/3 of the way through. You can see this pick is going to go very fast, but it's going to accelerate right now. At least in a couple seconds.
Very slight advantage to Canada. Philo dropped a couple more notes than Fui.
Yeah, but everything is going to be decided in the second half here. The burst section. Fall finds a break. It's traded by the X Machina steal, even for both teams.
Cool.
The X Machina finds a break, though. Everything is gonna be decided on this last section. That is gonna spike in difficulty. Let's go. It's a bonus from Canada. Poland can get the breakpoint they want. It's a triple mix actually from Canada. Only Fob holding on the ARDT. 100k has been secured. It's dropping really quickly for Poland. Can they hold them with the miss from Fob? I don't think they can hold. It's gonna be close. Oh,
they do it! They do it!
They do it! Poland wins it! DT3 the breakpoint! Oh my god! Everything was decided on like these last 20 seconds on the deep spike. One miss from Unlucky, but not enough to carry the team. Everyone else doing good, honestly, in the lobby. Wow. We have a match. Yeah.
And Trigon.
We have a match in our hands. Is Poland gonna go to tiebreaker for the 3rd time this TWC? Second time
they're
the
gonna
weekend.
drag us all the way. Alright, this is all Poland's gotta do now. The last pick they gotta make.
Wow,
and everything's up to the gameplay.
Yep. As we said, Nomad 3 is a coin flip between the two teams. Poland did like better by 20k on the first run, which is just not a reliable difference to pick. But at this point, they know it's something that Canada doesn't have a huge advantage on, so it might be something that they can go for.
Yeah, I mean, it's
Because-
if they're just not sure about the rest, that's better
Yeah,
than
no,
nothing.
and it's so scary, right? Because it's either they go for this and it's a coin flip, or they go for something else which might work really well for them, but since they don't have the data, they don't really know, and it's kind of a shot in the dark. So, do they go for the known coin flip, or do they try something different? They will be trying something different.
Ooh.
It's gonna be number 4.
Going for the convert.
Yeah, this convert, and we've seen it quite a lot actually this weekend, and it is one hell of a convert. Very difficult, so much you can miss on. Though it is one of the maps that both teams have played. And Poland also did a bit better, but by like 100k, which is probably the best they have left. Anyways, it's going to be the last pick of the match for them. So I think it's a good choice.
Yeah, choices are done for Poland. All they have to do now is play. Only Canada has an option left in this.
Yep. Last time though, Fuhi pulled out an amazing performance on this convert. Can he replicate it? I'm not sure, honestly. I'm not sure. If he does, Canada can get a breakpoint.
Got Trigon, Fob, Jacobon coming back in.
Yep. It looks like it's gonna be the same rosters. Actually, Canada is having a different roster this time than they did on their previous run. It was Katsuragi, not unlucky. But Katsuragi had the lowest score in the lobby, so probably unlucky practiced it and can do better.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And honestly, no, I don't think a team is favored in this. I think it's just up to how the players play. Also, we're at like a 5-5 scoreline in the loser bracket match to enter top 3 for the first time for these teams. The nerves are for sure gonna start to play in this.
Oh yeah, I can't wait to see tiebreaker if we can get there. That's like ultimate nerves.
Oh,
One map to decide if you get the podium finish or just short.
These teams that want to get the podium so bad, both. Never done it before. Though, for now it is this Nomad 4. We'll be seeing a couple of misses from both sides. But actually way more from Canada now with these misses coming again and again. But it's straight down.
Well.
No, yeah, it's the same.
No combo. There's no combo.
That's pretty much it. No one is comboing the intro. Though, Unlucky and Fuhi keep finding a bit more misses than Poland. Unlucky really not seeming to find their footing on this.
Yep, well, it's starting to catch their footing a little bit.
It's not really looking good for Canada. They can't seem to get any combo. Poland had a rough start, but now Fob and Trigon seem to be locked in and able to play. Fuhi is still reliable for Canada, but alone that won't be enough with just single combo, and especially if he can't hold it for as long as Fob and Trigon are.
I'll finally get a break, but Jacobon also has been holding up to 200 combo to replace him.
No, Jacobon doing really great on this as the third for Poland, but Canada, I'm not sure what's happening. Last time their performance on this was quite better, I believe. Maybe the nerves we've talked about starting to kick in for them.
Yeah, I don't think they were expecting that break point, and now they're actually really worried they're gonna get taken to tiebreaker.
For sure, there's a lot on the line for both these teams.
So we got half the map left to go, though. It is a long one.
Yeah, we see recovery for Canada, but 3 Solar is dropping again. It's just Yakuman. And unlucky. Trigon not matched by anyone with more than 800 combo on this. Fob also having several very good combos. And the lead is just keeps growing for Poland.
Trigon finally gonna break. But huge lead for Poland right now.
Yeah, but like Canada has no combo in getting back 170k in a 3.5 minute map. It's just they need to hold on to a lot of combo, which they haven't been doing at all so far in this peak. And we don't really see that many misses from the Polish side. I mean, we do see now a miss from Fob and Yakubon, but still, we will need way more than that.
Yeah, Poland have built themselves up a lot of comfortable gap here. They can afford some misses like that one from Fob.
Yeah. In a tense situation, that would have been a really bad miss, but thankfully they have room for it.
Yeah, that would have been tragic if it was super close, but
yeah, but to be fair, right. It can be stressful for Fob because he doesn't know the score lead at this point.
Yeah, he has no idea.
But they're good. Yeah, Canada just can't hold to any combo on this. Dragon, Yakubon, and Fog just getting good combos, obviously finding breaks, but way less often than Canada.
This is going to be really rough for Canada because they're going to come out of this. They have to make a pick. 200k lead, it's a bit demoralizing.
Oh, what happened? Even then, I don't. Even without Dragon, they get this. We have the score from Dragon. It is 925k in the MP link. The score is good for Poland. They get it. And yeah, I'm not sure what happened with Canada here. Like their score is, let me check. It's like 200k lower than they did previously. Maybe the nerves, maybe just, I don't know, I just don't know. Canada, but it's not looking good for their momentum. Now they have to go for the last peak, and if they don't go for it confidently and perform, Poland might just get away without having to play the tiebreaker.
Yeah, in Canada, they don't have their timeout, so a bit of a demoralizing loss there with such a huge gap and short amount of time to make one of the most important decisions they'll make in this tournament.
Yeah. We have 4 maps left. Number 1, number 2, number 3, and DT2. We know that number 3 is coin flip, but coin flip might be what Canada wants. DT2, I'm just really not sure. I'm not even sure I've seen DT2 be played at all this weekend, even.
It'd be very Canada for them to pick double time 2, but I don't know if they want to risk it.
I
don't know if they want to go there.
For last pick, I don't know, man. I don't know, but okay, it's gonna be number 3.
All right, that's fair.
Yeah, I mean both teams. Last time, I'm repeating myself, but they did around the same score. It's just about who can perform right here, right now. And it's a way more stressful situation for Canada than last time they played this.
Yeah. Everything on the line now. They're down that point, so this is where the I guess in some ways the winning the roll advantage kind of coming in clutch for Poland, because they don't have to really worry. They did well in the tiebreaker. I'm sure they're prepared to go to tiebreaker. So they would love to win this, but if they don't, whatever, doesn't matter. They just go to tiebreaker. Canada, on the other hand, if they lose this, they're done. It's over. Yep. But if they win, they have to go to tiebreaker, which is still stressful. So.
Yeah, they have a lot more on their mind. But to be fair, even if you're Poland, you don't want to go tiebreaker. You just want this to be over with.
If you can get away with it, like you don't want to. So they're going to be trying. Don't get me wrong, but I think there's a lot less pressure on their shoulders now.
That is true. They have a safety net. Canada doesn't have it. We see Jakuban rolling a 1, hopefully not a bad omen for Poland.
Classic Jakubon roll right there.
Ooh.
Stop staying hydrated, that's good. All you in chat, if you haven't been drinking water, get yourself a drink of water. Maybe wait until this map's over, get some water for the tiebreaker. Stay hydrated out there.
Yep. Yeah, you can see Fob saying, "Don't TV, please." Fob has had enough tiebreaker. He doesn't want anymore.
Fob just wants to take a nap, man.
Yeah. But it's gonna be this Nomad 3, very gimmicky, CS5, AR9. Don't be fooled by the star rating. It is a Nidoking map. If you know Nidoking, you know the map. It's very reliant on movement. Very few hyper dashes. Almost none, I think. I think only one at the end.
Yeah, I think
very tight
Nidoking
movements.
goes for the no dash type style a lot.
Yeah, very reliant on their movement, but still very mechanically demanding. Fob first miss for Poland. So far, that's the only miss in this slower beginning section of the map. Matsin though, it's traded by Fuhi, but still 2 FCs for Canada against 1 so far. Never mind, now it's
Double
1 against
miss.
1. We get into this section with lots of wiggles. And we see a bit more misses from the Canadian side. Fuhi finding many misses, as well as unlucky. While the Polish side seems to be holding stronger, will be taking back the lead.
Madison finds a Trigon now as well. That it's being traded.
Yeah, there's
Canada,
no combo in the
no
Canadian
combo.
side. Yeah, that's the main thing right now, where Phoebe is holding. Reminder, if Canada loses this, it's over for them.
Halfway through now. A little over a minute left to go. A nice slow spinner. A little slow section again.
Canada, give it your all. This might be your last chance. Yeah, everyone rebuilding that combo. Will be able to capitalize on misses if not traded. On the last quarter, it's one from Matsin. Can Canada hold? It's a double miss!
Really not looking good for Canada. There's still time. Still got some difficult wiggles to go, but they need to clutch up.
There is still time, but Poland is not giving them an inch. Matsin Feinberg, but it's only traded by unlucky. If we don't see any more misses from Poland, this is just over for Canada. No chance at comeback.
It's like
Anything that
Fob might
might
get his
be it.
wish.
That is gonna be it. No combo anymore, just Fuhi, but unlucky Katarga finding misses at the end is gonna seal it. And it is a failed pick for Canada, giving the breakpoint to Poland. Who will win this match 7-5 against Canada and securing a spot for the top 3 in this CWC for the first time in Polish Cat history.
Yeah, Polska Grom. Poland on top once again. Gonna win it out. It's a huge win for Poland. Really unfortunate for Canada, finishing 4th place for their seed number 4. I guess it's fitting, but you know, very unfortunate for them. They still made it really far though. Still had a great run.
For sure. It's a heartbreaker for Canada. Just getting eliminated just right at the edge of top 3. They couldn't make top 3. Would have been the first time in their history, but won't be the case. Also, one of the storylines was that it might have been the last time we see Fuhi play in the World Cup. I'm not sure it's confirmed, but Fuhi has been becoming less and less active, so maybe we'll be stepping out for the next times. Not sure we will see this Canadian roster once again in CWC, and the chance that top 3 is missed, but it is not missed for Poland. Historic run from Poland, finally making it to top 3. It's a team that has been hyped up for the whole duration of this CWC, had insane matches against very, very tough opponents, and will prevail and finally make top 3. A huge congrats to them. I know this is a win that means so much to them.
Absolutely, yeah. Congratulations once again, Poland. You're going to the grand finals. We still got one last thing for stream, and that's going to be the Grand Finals Map Pool Showcase. These players need a pool to play for that final weekend, and we have that coming up in about 10 minutes. We're going to take a short break, but stay tuned. We'll be right back to see the insane maps that are going to be out for our final Grand Finals weekend. But with that, I've been Snow Leopard here with Romas. Thank you all for watching. Stay tuned for that showcase.
Yeah, thank you everyone. See you.
Thank you.